What is going on, everyone? It is Enzo here. So pumped to be playing FIFA 19. So happy that it's finally out. Cannot wait to play career mode with the Champions League included this year. That's just such a great addition to the game. I just can't wait. We're going to jump into a Chelsea career mode. I've been loving watching them play this year, seeing what Sarri can do, bringing his style from Napoli to the EPL. I am actually a big Serie A fan as well. Roma is my favorite team, but I've been loving watching what Sarri is doing over in England with Chelsea. The way he has them playing, sometimes it's not always the most exciting when teams just set up in that 10-man defensive shell against them. The game versus Newcastle comes to mind. It turns into them just retaining possession for 80% of the game, but the other team doesn't give them any avenues, so they just retain the ball. But if they get the right dance partner in there, say like the game versus Arsenal, it's a very exciting style. If they have the right opponent. But I'm just loving watching how they do. To me, it's such a beautiful style of play. The way they create lanes, create triangles. The one touch. You specifically see this where say a midfielder will feed it into a striker. One touch, flick it around the corner, the midfielder runs onto it. Maybe it's hard to explain without the visuals being there, but it's just beautiful to me to watch, especially the intricate play between Hazard, Jorginho, Willian. I'm just loving watching them this year. So we're going to get into a career mode here in game-wise, but I think the first thing we're going to do is look into some players to sign. Let's see. Actually, let's look at some objectives here. We don't need it. It's nothing out of the ordinary. But everyone, the fun stuff is signing players into career mode. You play a little, fantasy football. But so the roster we actually already have is pretty solid. The only thing I really want to do is add I think we're going to change the formation from a 4-3-3. I know that's what Sarri plays in real life. I know that's how it's set up in the game, but for purposes of FIFA, the 4-2-3-1 just works so much better for me personally, and I think for a lot of people. So when we set up in that way, I think we're going to have Jorginho and Kante in the midfield as the double pivot, and then Hazard on the left, Willian on the right. I think we'll probably keep Morata up front for now. The positions I really want to fortify are a cam and a center back. As far as cams go, there's just so many talented guys I wouldn't mind bringing in. First, we're going to look at Thiago. I think he's such an underrated player. He kind of gets lost over in Bayern, lost in the mix because they have such a depth of talent. I think we're going to go for Insigne too. See if we could reunite him with Sarri. I'd be pretty devastated if he left Napoli, but for the game, it'd be fun to bring him over. I think we're going to go Isco, Saul, and Asensio, I think are the names we're going to list off there. Milinkovic-Savic, would love to bring him in. First, so Koulibaly, as I mentioned, the center back, I would love to bring him in. Chelsea was trying to bring him in all summer long. We're going to eventually bring him in for £81 million. That would be a great deal to me. Again, I'd be devastated if he left Napoli just because you're losing such a talent from Serie A. And again, I know Sarri loves him from his time there and was trying to bring him in for big portions this summer. One of the best center backs in the world in the squad at Chelsea right now. So we're going to pair, I think, Luiz and Koulibaly for now. Maybe we'll rotate in Rudiger eventually, but I think it's going to be Luiz and Koulibaly. We have I like having one agile defender in there and another defender that has more of a brick wall. So you have that nice diversity of skill in the back. But we're going to jump right into this game versus Atletico. Preseason, Willian down the right, cuts inside, feeds it across the box. Easy slot into the back of the net. Chelsea is up 1-0. Hazard off the blocks, nice and early. Let's see, Chelsea working the ball around here. I can tell already this difficulty level I have it on is way too easy here. We're definitely going to need to bump it up for the next game. It's hard getting used to this game at first. Yesterday was the first day I played. Today, the footage here is the second night of me playing, but it's weird to get used to the timing and the fluidity on the ball. The ball almost slides around a little bit more than it did last year, which I like because it's much more has a much better realistic feel to it. It's much less ping-pongy. But there's something a little different this year with the mechanics of being on the ball and the passing. So I wanted to start. I think I just started off at maybe professional difficulty, but this is clearly way too easy here. So we will definitely jump that up in the next episode. This one's going to end 4-0. First game of the season, just a preseason game, but great to get off to a hot start. I'm having so much fun playing FIFA 19. You always have to wait that extra month for once the season starts in real life for the game to come out, but just so happy to be playing. Can't wait to get more into this career mode. We will sign a cam in the next episode. That is all I have. Have a good day.